I say it really fast, I'm like, hi guys, my name's Millie Bobby Brown. It's actually really hard to say really fast.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Because people are like, Millie Bobby Brown? And you're like, sorry, what's your name? Millie Bobby Brown.
It's a good tongue twister.
Yeah,
and in this case, a gray icebreaker.
Long live the king.
Here's like a really poignant question about like politics and social issues and the way that it ties in. Kiss, marry, kill. Godzilla, Mothra, King Kong.
I knew it was gonna be something. You gotta marry. Oh God, I personally feel like the world has already been kissed by Godzilla. So that's how I don't answer that one weird.
It's Godzilla, Mothra, and
King Kong.
Oh, and Kong.
Yeah.
In that order.
We're bringing
in that order is fine. As a child, I was already kissed by Godzilla in my heart. And then Mothra is the queen of the monsters, so I'm marrying her for sure. She's gonna be my new Falcon.
I'm gonna marry Kong. I'm gonna kiss Mothra on the mouth. I'm gonna kill Godzilla, only to make you mad.
Wow. Did you not see the movie?
You took on this role coming off of an Emmy nomination. I mean, one would assume you kind of had your pick of the litter. So what?
That's one could assume.
I don't know. I can only assume.
You could only assume.
But what made you want to take on this particular role? What was it about this movie?
I mean, the fact that, it was based around animals. At the end of the day, these aren't monsters. These are animals. And I loved the underlying message for conserving animal resources, understanding that we're actually the monsters of this planet and we need to help save it, one of the lines in the movie is, our planet will perish and so will we. And I felt like, as soon as I met the director, I felt immediately like I have to be part of this. This is a climate change message. This is a conservation of animals and nature message. This is also an incredible cast, a great director, and an amazing character. Why wouldn't I take it?
You killed that one.
Thank you.
So we're moving on.
Okay.
I think for me it was just opportunity. The audition came along, I auditioned, I got it, I rejoiced.
Yeah.
It's not like there were a bunch of big movies that were like, which one do you want to be in? It was like, which one am I allowed to be in? And they let me be in this one.
Yeah, it was from the jump, you just really want this opportunity. You really want to get into a franchise like this. And when you start looking at the all-star game that is the cast, I'm just happy my name's on the poster, since I get to be up there, at the top villain. That's where I'm at.
Must be nice.
What are you talking about?
You're going to be in Godzilla vs. Kong. That's confirmed.
That's right, yeah.
Anything you can say about what we can look forward to?
No, just that I fought Godzilla. I fought King Kong before, over in New Zealand with Mr. Jackson.
Yeah.
And now I'm sort of like buddies with this guy.
Look, man, I'm tired of this gorilla, bro. Gorillas are mad normal. You made it bigger. I don't care. Like, that's so weak.
But he's the underdog in that fight.
Boo-hoo.
Okay.
You could argue that a lizard is mad normal, too.
No, man. There's no... Look at that. Look at him. There's nothing normal about this. He's shooting a lightsaber into the sky. All right. King Kong, man, it's been overrated since I was a kid. Sorry.
So are you rooting for the underdog, then?
Yeah.
Man, we're not even in that movie.
Anything in particular that you remember shooting where you were like, this is so dope that didn't make the final cut?
Oh, that's tricky. I mean, when I said that the original cut was 3 hours plus, I mean, technically that would be the assembly. So the assembly is the roughest, most hard-to-watch version of any movie. I don't mean to say that there was a refined 3-hour cut by any stretch of the imagination. I think the first true director's cut was like around 2:45. But still, like, too beefy. But most of the cuts, honestly, were trims within scenes. Taking out a line here, a line there can really shape and reduce and streamline a movie. So there weren't a lot of whole scenes that we left on the cutting room floor that I miss.
That makes sense. And anything you remember that didn't make it?
No, I can't recognize about that. Yeah, just good speed and good storytelling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There was this full fight montage that I had done It was a fighting, like, full-on MMA, like, on this guy, this man guy, cool. They cut it.
Are you
So bummed out about it.
messing with me?
No.
They cut your fight montage? Damn, I would have loved to see that.
I would have, by the way, I never got to see it, but I would have loved to see that too.
Oh, sure, yeah. There's a whole scene between me and, well, we ended up reshooting it, actually. But, yeah, there's a whole scene with me and Kyle Chandler of, like, don't go. But it ended up kind of being morphed into something else, you know? It's crazy. On a big movie like this, you end up reshooting a bunch of it. You spend, like, 2 months of it, and then you go back for, like, another month and do all kinds of other stuff to it. So, yeah.
I definitely could have used a lot more Shay. You know, you just think about those long days and the fact that, like, wow, that scene was 8 seconds. You know, as an actor, you'll always remember the things that you shoot that don't make it, but this film is perfect. Like, the balance that all of us are given as a cast mixed with the balance that all the monsters are given, you know, they both have, all 4 of them have their mega introductions, and, like, they have their signing off moments, and, like, it's amazing.
Anything in particular you remember shooting where you were like, that was a dope scene that did make the final cut?
I don't know. Probably most of it's my stuff.
Is that right? Like,
Probably.
Anything in particular?
Did a lot of overacting, a lot of chewing on the scenery I did. Yeah.
Well, this is biggest monster meetup ever. We have another one coming up, Godzilla versus
Is
Kong.
this the biggest? Why do you say it's the biggest?
I
It's the most monsters in one film?
I think it's the most monsters
In a Godzilla franchise
and I would be
film?
willing to bet that it has the most, like, condensed minutes of action. I think that's very
I
safe.
think you're probably right. Yeah, I went into this thing thinking, oh man, I did a great job. I can't wait to see myself. It's like the film's over. All I saw was Godzilla.
That's about
Yeah,
right.
it took me a while to figure out, oh, it's really about Godzilla. That son of a...
Here's a fun one, right?
All right.
Godzilla versus Shadow Monster.
It's such a difficult one because they're 2 different things. You know, this is a physical being. The shadow monster is a physical being, but it's also spiritually kind of, ooh, it's shadow monster.
Right.
I don't know, maybe Godzilla. But that's basically saying, do I like Godzilla or Stranger Things? I know your little trick.
I don't know. It's not,
I know. You know, one could only assume.
There's massive consequences at the end of this. When you think about how this must have impacted the people within this monster universe, how can we foresee them recovering from that in future installments? How is this going to affect the lives of these characters that live in this universe?
Well, I mean, I feel like humans have no choice but to now live by Serizawa's words, which is that we have to learn how to coexist with the Titans. Now that the genie's out of the bottle, we have no choice but to accept the fact that mankind is no longer at the top of the food chain.
After you watch this, go watch the first Godzilla and go watch the first King Kong.
Yeah.
And then consider their time periods and everything. It's pretty cool. And then think about this. A 10-year-old who's never seen Godzilla before, tonight at the premiere, is going to sit there and for the first time meet Godzilla. This will be his first opportunity.
For me, it's the dream world that I would want to live in. I mean, if I could push a button to wake up all the Titans and let them take charge, then I would.
Damn, that's heavy. Do you share that sentiment?
No way.
Yeah. I mean, better that the monsters are calling the shots than certain government officials.
You're right, that's a good point.
He like that.
This is Godzilla's world. We just live in it.
Damn right.
Love your shoes.
Thank you. You just assessed me walking right in.
Oh, I do that.
Get the gummy bears.
There you go. That'd be good. Chef McCobb at CinemaBlend.
Swedish gummy bears.
Well, I mean, you know, there's something mythical about Godzilla too. We're always underestimating him, you know.
That's true.
And then, like, you know.
And then he awakens and he's like, ah!